Samuel Michael here with A1E Discovery and CreditMasters.info. And guess what? This is my birthday weekend. Not only is it my birthday weekend, it's my wife's birthday weekend as well. She's May 28th, I'm May 29th. And in celebrating our birthday, we decided to come up with something special for you. Since I know most of my friends and family probably not going to get me anything for my birthday, they're probably just going to hit like on my Facebook page or send me happy birthday or something like that. I decided to do something from the spirit, in the spirit of entrepreneurship. I decided to give you a gift, okay? So if you decide to share this video, I am running a contest. And you're gonna have an opportunity to win a $50 Amazon gift card. As a matter of fact, I'm not only giving away one $50 Amazon gift card, I'm giving away two $50 Amazon gift cards just for sharing the video. And if you decide to take us up on this offer, that our birthday offer at the end of this video, not only are you going to have an opportunity to win the $50 Amazon gift card, and that's according to the terms and conditions of the contest, whoever has the most shares, but for those of you who decide to take me up on this offer, this is a one-time offer. It's never been done in our company's history, okay? It's about 65% off the regular price of this service that we're going to discuss in this future video. And you're going to have an opportunity to get a $25 Amazon gift card on top of that. So if you share the video the most and you decide to take me up on the offer, that's a $75 Amazon gift card to you just for helping us celebrate our birthday. So you must share the video to get the $25 off code, okay, the $25 Amazon gift card, as well as to get the $25 off code at the end of this video. So you're probably wondering why in the world I'm standing behind this map right here, because we originally decided to launch this video or launch this promo only to the state of Georgia, specifically to the Cobb County area, because that's where our office is. However, as we got to talking and thinking, I said, why not expand this out to Atlanta? Then why not expand this out to Dunwoody? Why not expand this out to the whole part of the state? Then we say, you know what? Why not expand this out to everyone across the United States? Because I got friends and family members all over the place. I got friends and family members in Michigan. I got friends and family members in Mississippi, in Miami, in New York, in Connecticut, in California, in Texas, where we just come from last week. So we got friends and family all over the place, and they would love to take advantage of this awesome, awesome flash sale that we have going on for our birthday. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be right back in just a second, and you too can take advantage of our birthday weekend. Hey folks, thanks for sticking around and finding out what we're giving away for our birthday. I'm truly excited you decided to take us on this ride, and over the next few minutes we're going to show you how we got a 65% increase on our clients' credit reports by following a simple 3-step process and 3-step system, okay? So just tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in this industry for about 10 years. Our company is Credit Masters, and Credit Masters, we challenge 100% of all the negative items on your credit report by using a law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971. And basically the law says that these guys, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, they must follow over 300 plus laws per item before placing anything negative on your credit report. So anything that's negative, inaccurate, erroneous, or obsolete can come off by using this law, using our program. Because we use the law, once it's off permanently. You don't have to worry about it popping back on there again. Okay, so what we've done is we actually joined forces and with utilizing what's called e-discovery, okay? So we utilize an electronic discovery process, and electronic discovery has been around since December 2006, and all e-discovery is just simply the form or forms in which all electronic data is stored and kept. So when you talk about the credit reporting agencies and you're dealing with completely automated systems, then you're dealing with electronic data. So why not educate yourself on e-discovery, knowing how to utilize e-discovery, okay? So step one in our process, when we utilize the process, is to pull, I'm gonna write this on the board here, is to pull your credit reports. That's the first thing you wanna do, pull credit reports. The second thing you want to do is once you pull that credit report, you want to begin to identify with the negative derogatory information on your credit report, okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean that because something is negative on there that it has to stay. It doesn't mean that it's accurate either. Just because something is true doesn't make it accurate. It may be true that you had that Sears card, or you had that Best Buy card, or you had that car repo, you had that foreclosure, but it may not be reported accurate. So that's where our process and our system comes in there, because we want to identify with all the inaccurate information on there, then we want to begin to develop a game plan. So the second step in the process is identify. Okay? You want to identify. Once you get your credit reports, you want to get all 3 reports. Now, what I suggest is go to a company or a website, annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com, it's hosted, it's promoted by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, and you have an opportunity to get 1 free credit report per year or every 12 months. So you don't have to worry about paying for it. So let me go ahead and write that down on the board as well. Annual Credit Report.com. Okay? Go to annualcreditreport.com, get a copy of your credit report. Okay? You need to keep track of this stuff. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you're in business for yourself, or you're striving to be in business for yourself, you need to make sure you're keeping your personal credit together. Even if you want to start beginning to build business credit, you need to have your personal credit together. Now, both of them are separate, but you want to make sure you stay on top of your personal credit. Now, this process here, this is what we do when we begin to look at a report. We pull the credit reports, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. We get all 3. The second step is we identify what we need to correct on that credit report. Now, the third phase, or the third step is game plan. You need to have a game plan. It doesn't make any sense to pull your credit report if you don't know what to do. You need to have a game plan. And this is not credit repair, by the way. We don't own a credit repair company, okay? We're publishers who put out information and content, but what we do own is an e-discovery franchise. And utilizing e-discovery, we're able to put together the most efficient game plan that I have seen helping individuals in the consumer debt industry, okay? So, the first thing I want to look at, e-discovery, electronic discovery, okay? Electronic discovery, like I said, is the form of forms in which all electronic data is stored and kept. So that's voicemail, that's text messages, that's Word documents, that's e-Oscar for those of you who own credit repair companies, or those of you who have got familiar with e-Oscar. That's a system or a format on how the credit reporting agencies track the data, okay? These guys are data miners. They're collecting data. So if this is a data world that we're in, you gotta know how to level the playing field. You gotta know how to level the playing field. And e-discovery provides you with the solution to level the playing field, okay? Now, the next thing we wanna do, we wanna look at how do we break your credit report down. We break your credit report down to 3 major categories. The first category is public records, okay? Public records, those are things like tax liens, okay? Whether you got a state tax lien or federal tax lien. If you got a judgment, and a lot of people have judgments, whether it's an apartment complex, it could be a cell phone bill, it can be someone that sued you, you didn't come to court, whatever type of judgment it is, our e-discovery process can help you with that. This is why. You got served. You didn't show up to court. They sent out a certified mail return receipt. You signed for it. You got served. Or the sheriff came, or a process server came to your house, put some paperwork in your hand. You got scared. You didn't know what to do. Happens to a lot of people, okay? So what we have to do now with our e-discovery process is we have to reverse engineer this process. This is why I say we don't do credit repair, because it's only so far that you can go. And I can stand here before you and say that because I got 10 plus years in that industry, okay? I got 10 years in that industry, and I can honestly tell you that it's only so far you're gonna be able to go with that process. Now, these public records, you have a judgment on your credit report. How are you gonna get that judgment off? How are you gonna keep that judgment off how are you gonna keep that judgment from popping back on there a second time? You may get it off 1 or 2 times, but then you look up 6 months later, it's back on your credit report. And so that's why so many people say, oh man, this stuff doesn't work, the process don't work. It does work, you just gotta have a formula to do it. Everything requires a system. And we're gonna provide you with a system and a formula to help you stay out of the rat race, to help you keep yourself on track, okay? Now, these public records, only way we're gonna be able to get that stuff off and keep it off, we're gonna set aside the judgment. That's it. You're gonna have to set aside the judgment. But in order to get to that position, to be able to set aside the judgment, there are a couple of steps you must follow initially before we get to that point, okay? You gotta make them validate the debt. I know a lot of people familiar with debt validation. We have a similar process. It's called ESI, or electronically stored information. We have an ESI debt validation process where we make these collection agencies or the original creditor validate this debt, okay? Once we force them and make them validate that debt, then we're able to take them to the next position, the next level of setting aside that judgment, okay? So the second phase of help you increase your, remember, we're looking at a 65% increase. The second phase we utilize is collection accounts. We want to identify with a collection account. Now, if you haven't got my ebook, the #1 hack to stop collection agencies from lowering your credit score, you want to go ahead and get that right now. Okay, so go to creditmasters.info. If you want to email me, I can send you a copy of it, but it's a free book, and I break down a simple process and step on how to stop these collection agencies from lowering your credit score. This is one of the largest areas of improvement right here, because it seems like it's almost criminal. You know, these guys, they call you, they harass you, they put this stuff on your credit report, and they drop your score. Not only do the collection agency drop your score, then you have the original creditor has dropped your score as well. So oftentimes you may see items shown in your credit report twice for the same debt. So you definitely have an opportunity there for improvement dealing with just collections, okay? So public records, we want to get these items removed. Collection accounts, we want to get these items removed. So let's go back over here to step 1. Step 1, you pulled your credit report. Step 2, you identified the items that you want to challenge on your credit report, okay? So in an identity process, it may be ABC Collection Agency. Now, ABC Collection Agency, you don't have an account with ABC Collection Agency. You have an account with your original creditor, okay? So if you take a look at our little map here, I'm not going to, I hope you can see this, I'm not going to attempt to try to draw this because my penmanship is terrible. You can see just how my writing is on the board right here. But the length of your credit history makes up about 15%. Why not? It's my birthday. I'm going to draw it anyway. I'm going to attempt to draw this on the board. Let's see, I will come here. I'm going to do the pie chart. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this available for you so you can actually go and download this from our website, okay? I'm going to make a link somewhere on this video, at the bottom of the video, where you can actually download and get a copy of this so you can have it for yourself and you can review it. And I'm also going to give you a tracker where you can track your process. So once you pull your credit report, you identify what the items on your report, okay, we're going to help you with your game plan. Then you want to be able to track your process. So I'm going to give you a credit tracker or collection agency tracker where you can track where you are from step A to step B, all the way to Z, to see you all the way through to the end of this process, okay? Now, 15% of your credit is made up of the length of credit history. So if 15% is how long you've had credit, why in the world would you want to get everything deleted off your report? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why get everything deleted off your report if 15% is your length of credit history, okay? So a lot of times people are doing surgery on you or doing surgery on your financial situation, and they don't have a degree. They don't have the skills. They don't have the background. You know, they're just frivolously sending in letters or doing all this crap, and at the end of the day, it's doing more harm than good. So that's why we want to put out more content like this, where we educate you on how to get yourself to the next level. Because our goal, closing out the end of this year, we want to help 1,000 families and businesses improve their credit worthiness. It doesn't matter if you own your own business, if you're striving to own your own business, we want to help you build your business credit. Okay? It doesn't matter if you have average credit or you think you got great credit. We want to help you take your credit to the next level. And if you have perfect credit, great. Not many people have perfect credit. America doesn't have perfect credit. However, if you know you have some room for improvement, we want to help you improve your credit report. We want to help you improve your credit score. We want to help you improve your credit worthiness so you can take your game to the next level. Okay? It's time to stop living in this world and lack. It's time to take it to the next level. And that's why this process is here. That's why we're giving you this free training, because we want to help you take your game to the next level. So 15% of your credit report is the length of credit history. Now let's look at number 2 here. Number 2, the number and the types of accounts that you recently opened. Okay? So that's about 10%. So if you're going out here filling out a bunch of applications and opening up a bunch of accounts for no reason, that can actually hurt you as well, because it looks like, hey, this person doesn't really have any money. You appear desperate to the lenders because you're out here filling out a whole bunch of applications. You're out here applying for credit all over the place. If you need credit, then you don't have money. And a lot of times, that's what a lot of lenders look at. So the next step is the mix of credit. The accounts, credit cards, department store cards, things of that nature, bank loans. That's another 10%. Okay? The fourth way your credit is broken down, how do you pay your bills? Do you pay your bills on time? Okay? You can have a 35% increase just by paying your bills on time. And I've said this for years. Most people don't have a credit problem. Most people have a behavior problem. They have behavior issues, they have behavior problems, and that's why you continuously get yourself stuck in the same situation, okay? So we want to help you get unstuck. This is a system and a process to help you get unstuck, okay? Now, that's about 35%. Now, I told you my penmanship is terrible, so don't laugh. I told you my penmanship is terrible. So 35% is how do you pay your bills? Do you pay your bills on time? Then we look at another 30%, the amount of debt that you owe. Okay? Another 30%, how much debt that you owe. So let's take a look at our process here. Okay? If we break down public records and we're able to set a judgment aside, isn't that going to release 30%? You should be able to see a 30% increase, because we're able to change how your credit, we're able to doctor on how your credit report is looking now. Because we're able to take that old judgment on your report, we're able to reverse it, okay? So now it's not showing up as a judgment. It may not even be there at all. So you should have a 30% increase just in following that simple system there, okay? Now, collection accounts. I said a lot of times the original creditor reports things on your credit report. And again, just because something is true doesn't make it accurate. Then you may have the collection agency reporting the same item on your credit report. Well, if we're able to get those collections removed, now you're able to see another increase on your credit report. So you're looking at timely payments. They may be reporting that you only paid on time 2 times. And you know for a fact, and you got records to show that, hey, I paid on time 10 times. Why are you just showing I only paid on time 2 times? You know, it's inaccurate information there. So that's where the e-discovery process comes in at, where we're able to go through that electronic data. See, here's the thing about electronic discovery. When you go and pull that electronic data, it has something attached to it called metadata, metadata. okay? Metadata is data about data. So if they just created a file for you in the system, the metadata is going to let us know when that file was first created. The metadata is going to let us know who altered that file. The metadata is going to let us know where that file is stored on their system. See, you can't get behind that and lie, okay? Just like we're filming this video right now, it's timestamped. Just like you send a social media like on Facebook, it's timestamped. Just like you may send a picture from your email to another person's email, and you may BCC someone, the other person don't know it's there, but guess what? The metadata is going to be able to tell who's BCC on an email. That's what metadata does, okay? So even if you look into your own hard drive, if you have Microsoft Office or some other program similar to that, I like to use the example of going to the Microsoft Publisher or Microsoft Word. If you go into Microsoft Word, on the front part of Word, when you open up your file, it'll let you know who the author is for that particular document. It'll let you know when the document was created. And now Microsoft Office, Word, every time I go back into a Word document, if I'm writing a legal brief or I'm working on something else, what they'll tell me, they'll say, hey, congratulations, welcome back. Would you like to start where you left off at? So the computer is smarter than you, okay? So the computers are here, and the system of electronic data is here to help us. So you gotta get familiar with this process so you can see how you're able to level the playing field, okay? That's how we're able to get that 65% increase, because we're able to level the playing field. And guess what? Oftentimes when we find out there are a lot of Fair Debt Collection Practices Act violations. We find out that there are a lot of Fair Credit Reporting Act violations. We find out that there are a lot of Fair Billing Act violations. So when we're able to identify with all these violations, we're able to find out that, hey, guess what? The bank did not have authority to foreclose on this property. So the bank didn't even own the assignment. They didn't even have an assignment of the mortgage. The bank didn't even own the mortgage. So guess what? This person shouldn't even been foreclosed on. So why is this showing up on the credit report? So we're able to take all these different scenarios in consumer debt. It doesn't matter if it's criminal cases, other civil type cases. We're able to utilize electronic discovery to help our clients out. And we do the same thing with all our clients that need help with consumer debt. Now, the next phase of breaking down the credit report on the identification process, trade lines. Look at your trade lines on your credit report. Now, we've already discussed that the amount of debt that you owe is 30%. Follow me here. The timely payments, do you pay your bills on time, is another 35%. So if you can add along with me, 30 plus 35, that's 65%. So just focusing on those two areas, that's how we're able to increase a lot of our clients' credit by 65%, okay? Now, what would 65% do for you and your credit? If you had a 550, a 65% increase, where would that put you? Okay? What would, if you're at 700, what would a 65% increase put you? If you're at 400, what would a 65% increase put you? Where would it put you? Okay? So that's what we're talking about, being able to utilize this knowledge in order to take your credit, take your life to the next level. Okay? It's time to go to the next level. And that's why we want you to join us on our birthday and celebrating us. Our birthday, we call it a birthday celebration, but at the end of the day, it's a celebration for all. If you live on this planet long enough and you're not giving anything back to someone, then what are you doing? Just sucking up air? What are you doing? So that's why we're doing this. Now, let's take a look at trade lines. Trade lines, these are things like your car loan, okay? You may have a repossession on your credit report, okay? That's a trade line. You may have a mortgage on your credit report. That's a trade line. You may have a credit card on your credit report. That's a trade line, okay? So a lot of times on trade lines, guess what happened? You may lose a job. So you paid good all the way. You got your car. You had your car 3 years. You paid on time for 3 years. But guess what? That last couple of months, you got laid off. The last couple of months, you got a divorce. The last couple of months, things just got tough. They cut the hours back on the job. Whatever the situation may be, we understand that things happen, okay? And the law was set up to protect you and I as the consumers and also to give you a second chance. So just because you went through a situation does not mean you don't deserve or you don't have the right to have a second chance. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to take a look at your credit report and start delete. Why in the world would you do that? What we want to do is we want to work out a resolution and negotiation process with the creditors. Okay? What we want to do, we want to take these trade lines and we want to get to report paid as agreed. We want it to show never late. We want to change the way it's being reported. Because if we able to change the way it's being reported, now you just went from a 30% increase to a 65% increase to a 75% increase because you didn't delete that item off the report. If you go in and you take it off the report, then you're going to lose automatically from the door. You're going to lose 15%. So let's just erase that off. When you go and delete those repos and all that stuff off your credit report, guess what? You just lost 15%. Because your length of credit history is 15%. So you just wipe that 15% away. Okay? Also, what you deleted, you deleted another 30% in outstanding debt. Yeah. But what about all the on-time payments that you had? See, that could be more harmful to your credit report than helpful to your credit report. If you go and delete those items off. Let's say you got a credit card with Bank of America. Okay? Credit card with Bank of America, whatever company, it don't have to be Bank of America, just say a credit card. I don't want to call names out. Let's just say a credit card with a bank. So if you got a credit card with a bank and you delete that credit card off the report, guess what? You deleted all the history. Now you got to start over. You don't have anything on your report now. You got to start all over. Like a little baby, like you just graduated from high school or something. You hadn't done anything. Now you're 55, 60 years old, and you hadn't had any credit. That looks suspicious as well. So that's why we like to utilize electronic discovery, so we're able to negotiate a resolution with the creditors and the collection agencies. We actually moved to get those things deleted from your credit report because I don't feel that collection agencies, you shouldn't pay them a dime anyway. Okay? But with the original creditors, you have a right to work out a negotiation and a resolution. So folks, you got the right to challenge 100% of all the negative, inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete items in your credit report by using the law. So with that said, now I'm going to shift and let you know what we're offering. So typically for a service like this, our company, A1E Discovery, let me erase this right off the board. Hope you got all this. If not, play the video back. And remember, share this video to someone you know that may need some help and assistance. Okay? This 3-step process and training here. I want to put this together for you for our birthday. And we hope you celebrate with us. Now, typically for this service, we charge $2,500 to do an e-discovery forensic audit. Okay? Now, but what we're going to do, because it's our birthday weekend, I'm going to write this down. And I had to really go back and forth with our staff and even my wife and let her know why we wanted to do it, because we wanted to launch our Project 1000 promo and helping 1,000 families improve their credit or businesses by the end of the year. And number two, this is only a flash sale to the end of the month. So if you come back to this page, it's not going to be there. The video will be there for you so you can get the training, take advantage of the training, but the price is not going to be there. Like I said, we typically charge $2,500 for an e-discovery audit. For a consumer debt audit, we charge $1,000. Okay, but what I'm going to do for this one time and one time only, this will not be extended. We're going to charge $350 for the service. That's 65% off on what we normally charge. Now, this is a full done-for-you service. offer speed and automation for you. If you don't want to go through any of that work you just saw, if you don't want to do any of that, we're going to take that off your hand. We're going to provide the service and do it for you. However, we know there's going to be a lot of people taking advantage of this. And quite frankly, we can't afford to just pay a lot of people at that price point to be in here doing the work. So we need some from you. What we're going to need you to do is, for the promo, $350, you need to pull your own credit report. Okay? I gave you the website earlier. Pull your own credit report. That's number one. Okay? The next thing you're going to have to do, number two, share this video. Share this video with as many people as possible. Once you share the video, you're going to get points. Okay? Now, if you decide to take us off on the offer, what I'm going to do, it's not going to be $350. I'm going to subtract $25, and I'm going to give you a coupon code to subtract $25 because you did it on our birthday weekend. Now, the code is happy birthday. I know that's like real original. Happy birthday. Happy. No, we all know how to spell happy birthday, right? So if you put in happy birthday during checkout, you're going to get immediately a $25 discount. But wait, there's more. You're not done yet. If you get started by the close of this promo, when the countdown timer turns to 0, it's going to be gone. However, those of you who decide to get started right now, because you decide to take action now, I'm going to offer you a $25 Amazon gift card. So, that's like my number, right? Turn 25 tomorrow. No, I'm just playing, not 25. But you're going to get a $25 Amazon gift card. Okay? So that's my gift to you for taking a look at our training, for helping us share this video so we can achieve our number and our goal by helping 1,000 families and businesses improve their personal and business credit, and for you taking action right now. Okay? So take action right now. Put in the code at checkout, happy birthday. Okay? So just click the link somewhere on this page as a video. When you go to the checkout page, put in happy birthday. Okay? You're going to immediately get a $25 discount. Now, how the Amazon gift card works. Once you get started, we're going to have an intake specialist give you a call. Okay? They're going to take all the information and data that we need to help you get going and getting you on track with your credit. And we're going to set you up for an orientation call. Okay? So this is not a, hey, give us some money and we doing all the work. No. You're going to have some work to do at this price point. You're going to have something to do to help along the process because we truly, truly, truly want you to get better. Okay? So, on the orientation call, after the orientation call, that's when we're going to send you your $25 Amazon gift card. Okay? So, that's not it. Bonuses just keep getting better and better and better. Now, take a look at the left side here. We're going to also offer, I'm going to offer you 2 coaching calls. 2 coaching calls. You're going to get 1 live, one-on-one call with me. If you decide, go ahead and take us up on that bonus. Okay, it's gonna be another bonus or upsell after this. However, 2 coaching calls, 1 live one-on-one call, and we're also gonna throw in 2 webinars, and on these webinars, you're gonna also have an opportunity to question us on any question you got about credit, okay? So we definitely wanna invite you on that call because, you know, a lot of people have some of the similar questions, but you may have a question that someone else has and they're scared to ask or whatever, you know, something we hadn't thought of going over. So we want you to bring those questions to the call, and we're gonna get those questions answered for you. So that's what we got for you. We're truly, truly excited. I'm so glad. And if you stuck around this long, I know you're serious about going to the next level, okay? See, what you gotta understand, folks, knowledge is for everybody, but everybody don't wanna take advantage of the knowledge, okay? And we're gonna provide you with the tools, the strategies, and the insight to take you and your business to the next level, take your personal life to the next level, to take your family to the next level on getting themselves in position with good, positive credit. So, with that said, we appreciate it. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to my wife. Go to my Facebook page, like us, Credit Masters on Facebook. You can actually go to creditmasters.info. You can go to a1ediscovery.com, as well as go like us on Twitter, follow all the social media. We're there at Credit Masters as well as A1E Discovery. And we look forward to helping you and taking you to the next level. With that said, this is Emmanuel Michael signing off.